Hello everyone, welcome to CRS class. Today we are going to be talking about the miracles of Jesus Christ. The miracles of Jesus Christ. But before we continue, what is a miracle? Let's see what is a miracle. A miracle is something wonderful that happens which is beyond imagination. Something that happens which is beyond imagination. A miracle is something that you cannot explain, okay? It's a sign of God's special intervention in human affairs. And so Jesus Christ, during his public ministry, used the power of God to perform many miracles. And so, for the purpose of our studying, we are going to look at the classification or the division of the miracles of Jesus Christ. Jesus' miracles are classified into two. We have the nature miracles and we have the healing miracles. Now, among the nature miracles, let us look at nature miracles. Now, among the nature miracles, we have Jesus turning water into wine at Cana, Jesus calming the storm, feeding of the 5,000, feeding of the 4,000, and lastly, walking on the sea. These are the 5 examples of nature miracle. Today we are going to look at one of them, and that is turning water into wine. Turning water into wine at Cana. We can see that story from John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. The story goes like this: that one day Jesus attended a marriage feast at Cana in Galilee. Cana in Galilee. He went with his disciples and Mary, his mother. And so when they got there, there was plenty of food and drinks. But the invited guests were so many that the wine was not enough for them. And so the people wanted more. You know, when people go to a party, they always want more food, more wine. So the wine that the celebrant presented to them got finished, and the people wanted more wine. So when people are celebrating an occasion and something like this happen, it makes everybody to feel very happy. Unhappy. Okay? It makes people feel very, very unhappy. The occasion has not come to an end, and now there's no food again, no more wine. So when Mary, the mother of Jesus, saw that the invited guests were unhappy because the wine had finished, while the celebration is still going on, she decided to do something about it. What did she do? She knew that Jesus Christ cared for the needs of others, and he will do everything possible to solve their problem. So the mother, Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, went to her son and said, she said to Jesus Christ, "They have no wine." That was what the woman said to her son. "They have no wine." And Jesus replied her, "Oh woman, what have you to do with me?" Jesus asked the mother, "Oh woman, what have you to do with me?" Now, don't misunderstand Jesus Christ's reply to be so harsh to the mother. No. By saying this, Jesus meant that his mother should not be concerned because he will help them. Okay, that is, the time has not come. Mary then told the servant to do whatever Jesus asked them to do. That was what Mary said. When Jesus said, "Oh woman, what have you to do with me? What have you to do with me?" Mary went back to the servant and said, "Do whatever he tells you to do." And so, there were 6 stone jars, big one, 6 stone jars at the wedding feast. Each of them could hold 20 or 30 gallons of water, which the Jews used to purify themselves. So these jars of water originally were used for the Jewish purification, to purify themselves. Jesus told the servant to fill all the jars with water. And when they had finished, Jesus used the power of God to turn the water into wine. He then instructed them to take some of it to the steward of the feast, and they obeyed. And when the steward tasted the water, which had become wine, he called the bridegroom aside, and he said to him, "Every man serves the good wine first, and when men have drunk freely, then the poor wine is served. But you have kept the good wine till now." Wow. That is to say, the water that Jesus turned into wine was better, tasted better than the ones that they've drank initially. Okay? And so, this was the first miracle that Jesus performed, as recorded in the John Gospel, John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. So it manifested Jesus' glory, and this made the disciples to believe in him. Remember, I told you that Jesus went to that wedding feast with his disciples and his mother. Okay? It made the disciples to believe in him. Wow. All right. What are some of the importance, some of the significance of these miracles of Jesus Christ? Number 1, it means that Jesus can provide all that we need. So we don't need to worry. All we need to do is to believe in him. He can provide all that we need. Number 2, we should stop focusing on the wine. We should stop focusing on the wine. We can say this from the reply of Jesus in John chapter 2 verse 5. John 2 verse 5. The reply of Jesus, "Oh woman, what have you to do with me?" And so that means that we should not focus on the wine, but we should focus more on Jesus Christ. Number 3, we should believe in the messenger and not just the message. We should believe in the messenger and not just the message. John chapter 2 verse 11. That is to say, the messenger is Jesus Christ. Okay? We should believe more on the messenger and not just the message. And so Jesus Christ is more important than the wine. All right. Now, after watching this video, I want you to make a list of other moral lessons that you have learned from the story of the miracles of Jesus turning water into wine at Cana. Thank you.